Hey everybody, it's Dave here with Blue Bears Games, and once again we are Crackin Packs. This is box 3 of the Zendikar Rising Set booster boxes that I have ordered. I like to get at least 3 in before I move on to the next set or box or whatever. So the reason why I'm actually doing this, and I'm doing this early, I'm going to actually record it early and post it later because I want to get my Golos deck video done for you guys before I get this done. So hopefully when you see this, it will have gotten done. There are a couple of cards in Zendikar Rising itself that I would like to get to put in there and swap out a couple of the cards that don't fit in there as well as I was hoping. So let's go ahead and get started and we'll see if we get them. When I speak of the Golos deck, it's mostly a green deck, so I'm looking for the big green stuff. It doesn't mean that's the only things I need, but in this set specifically, I'd like to pull a couple of the big green cards that are in the mythic slot of this set. So let's go ahead and see if we can finally pull one. I've opened 3 boxes already. Or I've opened 3 boxes already, and of those boxes, 2 were set booster boxes, and 1 was a collector's box. And I still have yet to see a couple of cards, so I'm hoping to change that today. So we'll put that aside because that's always last. And then we'll get started here. Let me zoom in so you guys can see everything. Like the second video I did, I'm going to probably end up just skipping past the commons and uncommons in hopes to make this a faster video. Or at least a shorter video. I'm going to put the commons over there. Okay. I'll just rifle quickly through the uncommons so you guys can see them as they're pulled, but I'm not going to go over them. Alright, so rare, Legion Angel. 4 to cast, 4/3, flying. When it enters the battlefield, you may reveal a card a card you own named Legion Angel from outside the game and put it into your hand. Okay. Interesting. Allied Assault, and then a card that does nothing. Alright. So, not a great start. However, I'm thinking of changing my Alluro Super Friends deck out to an Infinite Angels deck. And Angels are good to look at and see what we get. So, alright. So, that's the token. And as far as the signatures go, I'm done with looking to see if there's signatures. Well, that's good. I got a foil island full art. That's always a nice thing. Yeah, as far as the signature ones go, I got 1 out of a box once, and 2 out of a box once. So I'm not really high on the hope trail for getting them, and they don't really appease me much. Alright, so I got a Nahiri as my first mythic. It's the 3rd one I've gotten out of my 3rd box, so not really exciting. Now, I am going to say I'm excited about this. I am putting together a deck. I believe it's my it's my Peer and Toothy deck. And I noticed that after the 3 boxes I did open, I didn't have a Throne of Makindi. And I can use it in there. It taps to add a colorless, and then you can pay 1 and tap it to put a charge counter on it, and then you can tap it and remove a charge counter to add 2 mana of any color, and you can only spend it to cast kick spells. I don't have many things in there that would be kicked, but I have a couple, so I'm going to take a look and see if it fits in there enough. So, and it turned Timber Aesthetic. And the honest truth is I'm still going over that Peer and Toothy deck. I might even take all of those kicked spells out just because they're not great. But, alright, well, I know what one of the rares is just by accident. Alright, so, full art. Alright, nothing there. Commons. Alright, rare. Null Priest of Oblivion, we've got one of them in a previous box. Forsaken Monument, I have not gotten yet. It's 5 to cast Legendary Artifact. Colorless creatures you control get +2/+2. Whenever you tap a permanent for colorless, add an additional colorless, and whenever you cast a creature spell, you gain 2 life. And I saw this on the other side. Foil rare of the Bright Climb Pathway, which is the white and black flip or dual mode card. That's not a bad pack. Not the greatest, considering I'm looking for something else specific in the green section, but it could be worse. Alright. Art card there, full art there. Commons, lots of them apparently on that pack. And 2 uncommons there. Alright. Phylath, it's a, I guess it's the alternate art. It's the one that is almost similar to another card that does it. It's Avenger of Zendikar. Put an 0/1 green plant token for each basic land you control, and then you can put 3+1 or 4+1/+1 counters on it when you have a land come into play. Prowling Felidar foil, and then a token. Come on, I want to finish the Golos deck. I really do. I have a couple cards out of here that would really... I don't want to make a first version that's kind of, you know, it's going to be subpar anyway because it's the first version anyway. But I want to make it better than what it has now. There are a couple cards in there that are not really jiving in there. Alright, so first rare, Branch Loft Pathway. It is the white-green dual modal. Turn Timber Symbiosis. Almost got one. Almost got one. Alright, so I haven't got one of these yet, so I'll read it to you. 3 green, 4 of any. Look at the top 7 cards of your library, and you may put a creature card from among them onto the battlefield. If that card has a converted mana cost 3 or less, it enters with 3 additional +1/+1 counters, and then put the rest on the bottom of your library, and then you can play it as a land that taps for green. Was not... Okay, so there are, I think, 3 or 4. I think it's 3. Mythic greens in the set, and that wasn't the one I wanted. And then a Subtle Strike foil. And then a token. I mean, so close yet so far. Maybe I can use that, but I doubt it. That's the card I'm looking for. It's the second time it's teased me. This is the card I'm looking for. Except for not the art card. I want the actual card. Alright, let's get through the commons. Uncommons, and I'm sure there's two commons that go with it. Maddening Cacophony, I got that in foil full art and regular non-foil full art. And then an Akum Hellhound, and then... Oh, I forgot that these were in here. So in the set boosters, you get the list cards. This one is Corlash, Heir to Blackblade. It's a 4-to-cast legendary creature. Its power and toughness are equal to the number of swamps you control. It can regenerate and has Grandeur, which is... You discard another card named Corlash, and then you search your library for up to 2 swamps, put them into play, tapped, and then shuffle your library. Doesn't do much for me when it comes to what I'm doing. I'm doing Commander, so while it's a neat card, it does nothing for me. My hope is that, like the rest of the set booster boxes that I've opened, it doesn't follow the same theme, meaning that that's the only rare I'm going to get, because I was kind of hoping to get some stuff that I could use for Commander. And that certainly is not usable for Commander. So, alright, another... Oh, I'm upside down. Another art card. Obviously no signature because they don't exist. Some commons there. Some uncommons. More commons. And then the rare is Glasspool Mimic. Excuse me. I'm not sure. I don't think I actually pulled this yet. So I'll read it. It's 30k00. You may have it enter the battlefield as a copy of a creature you control, except it's a shapeshifter. I did pull that. Okay. The foil is Nighthawk Scavenger, and then a card that does nothing. Alright, let's keep going. Art cards, full art swamp. Some commons, an uncommon, or 2, and then commons. Alright. First rare, Nahiri's Lithoforming, 2 red and X. It's a sorcery that you sacrifice X lands. For each land sacrificed this way, draw a card and you may play X additional lands this turn. Lands you control enter the battlefield tapped this turn. And a utility knife, which is what I use to open the box. Foil, and then a token. Oh, come on, let me get one of them so I can at least put it in the deck so I can say I got it. And then, of course, there's so many things that I could do differently with the deck that I want to make. So, who knows? Come on. Ooh, another utility knife. Lots of uncommons. Alright, so this is the first I've pulled this one. I believe. Linvala, Shield of the Seagate. Blue, white, 1/3/3, Angel, Wizard, Legendary creature. Flying at the beginning of combat on your turn. If you have a full party, boo. Choose target non-land permanent and opponent controls until your next turn. It can't attack or block, and its activated abilities can't be activated. And then you can sacrifice Linvala. Choose hexproof or indestructible, and creatures you control gain that ability until end of turn. And then a foil Highborn Vampire. And then a list card, Grim Harvest, 2 to cast. Instant, return target creature from your graveyard to your hand with recover, which I actually have never seen before. I did not open any of this. I was not playing when this set came out. When a creature is put into your graveyard from play, you may pay 3, and if you do, return this card from your graveyard to your hand. Okay, that's not a bad ability. I don't even know if that's uncommon or common, so I'm just going to put it there. Regardless, I'm starting to see that the list cards are not going to come in my favor for this. Alright. Get rid of the uncommons and commons. Alright, the rares, Rolling Vortex. 2 to cast enchantment. At the beginning of each player's upkeep, it deals 1 damage to them. Whenever a player casts a spell, if no mana was spent to cast that spell, Rolling Vortex deals 5 damage to the player. And then for a red, you can make it so your opponents can't gain life this turn. It's not bad. Not great, but not bad. And then Inordinate Rage, and then nothing. Art card, Full Art Foil Swamp. And nothing. Don't really care about these. Alright, Kazandu Mammoth. Nothing real good. It's actually really bad. Dreadworm Foil and then a token. So that pack was kind of crap. In fact, that was the crappiest of crap. That card right there, the Kazandu Mammoth, is literally just a throw-in to make it a rare. I don't even know why it's a rare. That's actually like an uncommon, like, power level, but whatever. Alright, so I'm upside down on the back again. Alright, nothing. Uncommons here. Commons, and then the rares. Arnreef Ooze. I kind of like the oozes out of this set. 30 cast, 2/2. When it enters the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. And whenever Arnreef Ooze attacks, put a +1/+1 counter on each attacking creature with a +1/+1 counter on it. And then Inscription of Abundance. Ooh. 2 to cast, instant with a kicker of 3. Choose one. If the spell is kicked, choose any. Put 2 +1/+1 counters on a creature. Target player gains X life, where X is the greatest power among creatures they control, and target creature you control fights another creature. So, and Expedition Skulker Foil. Oh, interesting. Huh. Again, keep forgetting the list cards are in here. And a Worn Power Stone for my list card, which is not horrible, depending on your view on things that come into play tapped. So it's a 3 to cast artifact that taps to add 2 colorless mana to your mana pool, but it comes into play tapped. Some people really like that card. I actually have a couple of them set aside for in case I decide in my life that I like things that come into play tapped. For now, I'm not in that field. I don't like Worn Power Stone or anything that comes into play tapped for Commander, just because it's already slow enough. Now, when I do my Golos deck, you will see a a contradiction there, and I will explain that when we get to that. But for now, it's not really how that goes. Hey, this has a signature on it. It's not really good though. It's like hard to see, but this one's actually a signature card. And what card is this? Windswept Heath. So it's a fetch land art with a signature. Negate. Negate. Coast to coast. Alright. Commons. Alright. And the rare Archon of Emeria. I've got 1 million of them now. Don't care. Fisher Wizard is the foil, and then the token. So, alright. Well, at least it had a signed art card, which doesn't. Again, I don't really care for the art cards. If somebody wants them, you know, more power to you. Not me. And a mountain foil island, or full art foil mountain. Alright. I don't know this one. Tabarax Hope's Demise, 30 2/2 legendary demon. Flying. Has lifelink as long as it has 5 or more +1/+1 counters on it. And then whenever another non-token creature you control dies, put a +1/+1 counter on it. If that creature was a cleric, you may draw a card, and if you do, you lose a life. Okay. This is Zendikar. And the token. Alright. Nothing there, nothing there. I mean, full art lands are always good, but... I hate how they have these packs done. Alright, Shatter Skull Charger. Had one of them in a previous pack. And it's Azim Raptor Foil. And another token. So nothing out of that pack either for what I can use. I believe this is a Windswept Heath that's not signed. No, it's not. Island. And then let's just go through these commons and uncommons. Alright. The rare is Grakmaw Skyclave Ravager. We have gone over this card 3 times now because I've gotten it a bunch. And a Cliffhaven Kitesail foil and a token. So I'm starting to see like a theme as far as the box I got. It was a sealed case, and a lot of repeats are coming out of here that I don't really usually get. So the distribution for this set was a little different, a little off if you ask me. Actually, a lot of uncommons in this pack, and then some commons. All right, rare. Cragplate Baloth. It's 7 to cast, 6/6 kicker, can't be countered, hexproof haste, and if it was kicked, it gets +1/+1 counters. And it can't be Baloth foil. And then it's interesting. I actually use this, the Relentless Rats, in my Marrow Gnawer deck. It's actually kind of funny to get one of these. I mean, not horrible to get. I'll add it to my collection of ones that I don't use, because you could use any amount. You always keep them around because you can use more than 4. But just funny that came up. Of all the things I could have gotten, that I did. Let's see here. Alright. Order Reef Ooze. We just got this a minute ago, so no reason to go over that. Shadow's Verdict. 5 decay sorcerer, exile all creatures and planeswalkers with converted mana cost 3 or less from the battlefield, and all creatures and planeswalker cards with converted mana cost 3 or less from all graveyards. So, Spitfire Lagic, and then nothing. Island. Alright, let's go here. Get rid of these. A lot of uncommons in that pack. Hey, that's one I'm gonna take a look at a little closer. So, Leyline Tyrant. It's 2 red, 2 of any for a 4/4 flying dragon. Right there off the bat, that's good. You don't lose unspent mana, red mana as steps and phases end. And when Leyline Tyrant dies, you may pay any amount of red, and when you do, it deals that much damage to any target. So it actually has Omnath look as a mana ability. So you just don't lose red mana instead of green, obviously. And this one has the ability that when it dies, rather than getting +1/+1 for each mana, it actually deals the damage directly. So I have a use for this. I'm gonna try this in not a couple. I've only got 1 copy now, but in a deck or 2 and see if it works out. And a Skyclave Plunder and a nothing. But that's a good pick. That's a good actual pack right there. That's a great acquisition. I'm not gonna lie. I'm more excited about that than I thought I would be when I opened it. Gives me options for my commander stuff. I have things that I want to try with that. Alright. So. And no more nothings. Another Charix. It's like the 13th one I've gotten. And then a Royal Eruption. And then. Ooh, that's actually a good. It's actually a good one. Simian Spirit Guide. I actually don't have any of these. I must have sold them. It's 3 to cast, 2/2. If it's in your hand, you can remove it from the game and add a red to your mana pool. That's a good pickup. It's a really good. As far as the list cards go, it's one of the few that's really worth getting. It's a good pickup right there, actually. Not gonna lie, that's actually makes me happy. Alright, full art planes. And then lots of commons. Alright. Kaza Royal Chaser, blue red, flying haste 1/2. Next instant or sorcery spell you cast this turn costs X less to cast, where X is the number of wizards you control. And a Bane Veil foil. And a nothing. And it actually comes in. That's not a bad looking land either. So. What's that? That's a cool looking picture. What is that? It's a swamp. It looks more like a forest to me, but whatever. Commons, lots of them. Uncommons, a couple of them. Squad Commander, it's like the 50th one I've gotten from a pack set of here, and a Tajiri Snarecaster, and then a token. Like, I think that the last box I opened had 4 of these in it itself. So, like, every time I see one of them, I just want to bark. Like, all the things you could do, and that's the dog shit that you give me. Alright. The art card goes here, the planes goes here, and here we go. Wow, 1 uncommon out of that box, or out of that pack. That's kind of shit. Valakut Exploration. 30 cast enchantment, landfall. Whenever a land enters battlefield under your control, exile the top card of your library. You may play that card for as long as it remains exiled, and at the beginning of your end step, if there are cards exiled with Valakut Exploration, put them into its owner's graveyard, then Valakut Exploration deals that much damage to each opponent. It's not a bad card. I actually kind of like it. Seagate Colossus. This spell costs 1 less to cast for each creature in your party. Boo. And that. Alright. Getting down to the nitty gritty here. I wish I could make the unboxings last for the set boosters go a little quicker. But For some reason, I have a block on getting these down to like 20 minutes. I'm not sure. I mean, I could just literally rifle through everything and just not say anything. That's not a bad pickup. If you don't know what Omnath does, you're going to have to go look it up. Omnath is a great pickup no matter what you do. Foil rare is Kaza Royal Chaser, and then I got a Cloud Goat Ranger for my list card. So, not a bad pack if the foil was better. Now, if you reversed that and made the Omnath foil, that would have made me happier, but still haven't gotten the big green that I'm looking for. Jeez, ew. What did I gotta do? I didn't even get there's one that's rare and one that's freaking mythic, and I can't get either one. How is that even possible? Crawling Barons and Verazol Split Difference. So again, I didn't get one in a full Dauntless Unity. And a stupid token. I don't understand. I only got like 4 packs left. I've gotten 17 copies of the same one rare, but I can't get one green one. Oh, look at that. I got a card that's bent right out the pack. Interesting. Alright, Swamp. I mean, how hard is it to get one stupid card that's rare when you're seeing multiples of the same stupid one? Why can't I get multiples of the other one? Alright, so the white-black dual modal card and then a Rabid Bite foil. Like, what the hell? Look at this. I got 4 packs left and I haven't gotten Ashaya or Greenwarden or any of them. Like, what the hell's going on here? This is like, you know, coveted prize. It's like my 3rd one of that. Shepherd of Heroes, and then a training. Oh. Alright, so I have 4 copies of this from back in the day. But those of you who have never seen one of these before, Training Grounds actually helps with a lot of things. It's 1 to cast enchantment, activated abilities of creatures you control, cost up to 2 less to activate, and it can't reduce it below 1. That's a good, monetarily speaking, that's a great pickup. It means I have an extra one, so I can go ahead and sell it. Alright, nothing there, nothing there. Seriously though, I haven't got any of the green cards that I want. I've gotten multiple copies of all these other stupid cards. Here's another one. I already have one of these too. And I just opened one of them earlier. And an Oblivion's Hunger. Like, what the hell, man? Is it a lie? Do they not exist in packs? Like, I've gotten just about every other card in the set. And when I say every other card, I mean multiples of every other card. And I have yet to see Greenwarden of Marasa, I think it's called, and Ashaya. I haven't seen them yet. Like, I need 1 copy to say that I can get my 1 deck done, and I'm down to like 2 packs here, and I haven't got it. Like, what the hell, man? And I know that's not gonna be it because it's a full art fucking green-white stupid land and a Blood Reckoning. I mean, and I know it's not gonna come from the box top because that's only got lands in it. So what the hell? Now I'm getting a little pissy because I've opened 4 boxes, 2 different types, and I haven't seen a single one. Of all the rares I'm getting, so I've gotten like 6 Scoot Swarms, but I can't get the Greenwarden. Like, come on. In a foil America, like, I'm a little disheartened, and I'm kind of pissed. Because I've gotten so many copies of all these cards. And I can't get 1 copy of 1 stupid rare that I'd like to try and put into a deck so I can get that video done. Like, what the hell? I'm not going to sit there and go spend money to go buy it because I already spent all the money for the boxes. Alright, so we're going to open up the box topper. I'm going to stop bitching for a minute because maybe this will be the key. Now, I've gotten, since I've already open these boxes, and I'm going to try not to show it so it can be a surprise. I've gotten 2 Cavern of Souls out of these, so Who knows what I'm going to get here. Are you ready? Ready? What is it? Crap. It's literal crap. Literal crap. One of the worst possible scenarios of a box topper you can get. Here it is. Black Cleave Cliffs enters the battlefield tapped unless you control 2 or fewer other lands, and it taps to add a black or a red. So, crap, double crap, triple crap. Didn't get anything I wanted out of this box specifically. So, I mean, I'd love to pull some stuff out for you guys that has any meaning or value. I mean, other than the training grounds, which isn't even part of the set. And an Omnath. Woohoo. I don't really think... Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, maybe I'm just being negative Nelly today. A couple things here and there. Only a couple, though. I mean, I'm not speaking monetarily the whole, about everything. So, I do this so that I can find stuff I can use in my damn deck so I can make the videos. Honestly. I mean, what the hell, man? So, I mean, this is all monetarily speaking okay. And usability, but I mean, when your list card is better than your box topper, there's a problem here. As far as monetary value goes. So, literally, I got, what, 6 cards here that have any usability or value out of the entire box. And the box topper I can actually just take out of that. It's 5 because it's just a shit one. The fact that they add... So I understand that they have to make things rarer than they should be. But when you add in shitty lands like these, the quote-unquote fast lands, into box toppers, it's like I want to fucking kill somebody. Okay? I want to take them and I want to strangle them because they really make things worse for me. Or... not just me, for everybody. So, oh well, I guess, right? Who cares? Anyway, so that was my third Zendikar Rising Set booster box. It did not pan out anywhere near as well as I was hoping. In fact, it actually kind of sucked. The Leyline Tyrant's okay, and the Omnath is okay, but I'm really kind of pushing towards... I really... I need, like, the 2 green cards. And... if you look at a lot of the stuff I've gotten and go back into the other videos, you'll see that almost everything in here is a 3rd or 4th time getting. And yet I still haven't gotten one of them. And I've gotten just about every other card in the set. I've even gotten 2 Omnaths, and I can't get a stupid rare green. So, I don't know what happened. I'm calling shenanigans is what I'm calling. It doesn't make any sense that I can't pull... I can pull 5 of this stupid white card, but I can't pull 1 of a green rare. It's the same rarity. It's the same fucking sheet. So why am I sitting here trying to get 1 card and getting 4 of the same stupid thing? This thing. I think I got 6 of these, actually. And I can't get 1 stupid green rare. So, fuck Wizards. Anyway. I'm just, it's been a rough week, so excuse me. Anyway... that was my 3rd Zendikar Rising Set booster box. I hope you enjoyed it. I didn't. I'm not going to lie. It was actually frustrating to sit there and open this box when you're looking for 1 card and you don't get it after the 4th box you've opened. 1 being a collector's booster and then 3 being set boosters. Why am I even opening them? I know it's a gamble and people are going to sit there and say, oh, well, that's why you just buy singles. But I like to make the videos for everybody. It just gets frustrating when I went through the M21 fiasco of having to go through 4 boxes to get 1 Yugen. And then, like, that's just, the distribution's off. It's got to be. So, I'm going through the same thing again. I'm going to have to go through 4 boxes just to get to 1 stupid rare. Alright, I'm done complaining. This is Crackin Packs with Blue Bears Games. Like, subscribe, share, all that stuff, whatever. I want to get more subscribers, but with content that's going to come out like this, why? Anyway, I will see you guys next week.